Mumbai se aaya mera dost, dost ko salam karo, raat ko khao piyo, din ko aaram karo. Mumbai se aaya mera dost, dost ko salam karo, raat ko khao.
Good morning, Mumbai. Mumbai Se Aaya Mera Dost was the song, and I'm your host, Grace. On today's show of Mumbai Meri Jaan, we will be discussing yet another fading heritage of this colorful city. As this great city goes through its facelift, we seem to be losing touch with its true character. One such place where there is a clear indication of this loss are the Irani cafes. I personally love these places. Let's discuss more and find out about these quaint little cafes that have witnessed history unfold and now await their own extinction, making us fully aware of our inheritance of loss. Let's take our first caller of the day. So, what are these cafes like?
1950, there were around about 550 Irani restaurants in Mumbai, bakeries, restaurants and all.
1933 में ये दुकान जब ये बिल्डिंग भी 1903 में तैयार हुआ उस टाइम में मेरे फादर ने ये जगह लिया था.
Irani cafes to me are an absolutely quintessential part of Bombay.
There's no rush, there's no McDonald's to it, there's no eat and run.
It's normativity and it's normalness.
There's so much romance attached to them, It's just got this beautiful old world feeling. Look at the decor, look at the furniture, look at the way they serve you, look at everything about them, and also of course the worth of what they serve you.
But today, you will hardly find about 15 of them.
Olympia to Colaba to Bastani over there, to Sasanian, to Kayani, Excelsior.
Fuller and Company. That is our favorite. That is typical Irani. Yeah, typical Irani. When I was
And even at Grand Road there is one, B Merwani. So that is also when it opens at 6 in the morning.
Leopold's is there, which is very famous.
Metro, there is one Kiani. There is one Bastani which is closed down.
The Parsi restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty famous.
Marad Estate, there is also one Britannia.
Cafe military is there.
Theobroma. The name is Greek. And it's run by Parsis again, Iranians.
one there, Universal.
Mondega, right.
Tea and bread and muscat and stuff like that, snacks basically.
So I used to go there with my college friends, and either for a chai or for exactly what I'm eating right now, the bun maska or the khari biscuit or something. We used to go there for a snack, and if we felt rich, we would treat ourselves with keema pao. I remember that.
Take keema 5 pound.
It still has the old world charm, and I think the quality of bread there is the best in Bombay.
They're Iranis, they have their own way of doing things. But it's successful, so they're doing great.
You can see how successful.
Yeah.
And mainly Zoroastrians. They set up all these little cafes in very strategic locations, like street corners, very, very business kind of places. A lot of them are in this 4th floor fountain area around here itself.
We've just got an email from Mr. Rostamji, according to whom the Iranis fled from Persia and Iran to avoid Muslim persecution, leaving their families behind. They arrived in India by road and sea. Mumbai was at the peak of its development phase under the British Raj. It was then that some Parsi philanthropists helped the Iranis set up small tea stalls, which was their main source of livelihood. These stalls grew into bakeries, restaurants, and cafes, which became a cultural hub and today is part of the heritage of our city. Thanks, Mr. Rostamji.
They were idiosyncratic, they were eccentric, they were their own thing, and there was no duplication anywhere in the world.
They used to have all kinds of people coming there. But since there was still a little bit of differences, they had, one of the restaurants I know for sure, even till recently, had these colored, bordered kind of cups and sauces and all that for different communities. I know Muslim was pink and Hindu was green, which would have been perhaps the other way around, but that's how it was.
When Tayyab
Mehta, the late Tayyab Mehta, and M.F. Hussain, when they were in their early 20s, they used to go to the Irani cafe all the time. At that time, the chai was priced at 2 paise for a cup of tea. But these artists who are now commanding crores in the market couldn't afford 2 paise for a cup of tea. So they would walk in there and with a great flourish order 2 cups of tea. Within seconds, say, one of them would say very loudly, "Mujhe nahi chahiye." So they would then cancel one order and only order 1 cup of tea and share that 1 cup of tea between the two of them.
वैसे सस्ता का दिन था उस टाइम में.
Irani Cafe was a place where you went with people who happened to be with you at that time. It wasn't that you went, like today you make a dinner date and you go to the Taj. You know, you just met for conversation, you just met. So you could even walk in alone and you would find some like-minded person over there.
It was completely informal, casual actually. You could feel at home.
I think everyone's in a slightly more relaxed mood of come. I mean, see, if I hadn't ordered by now somewhere else, it would have been really pissed off.
It used to be an adda. Every time you go there, somebody or the other, you meet up with your friends.
It's very cosmopolitan, very secular. People from all walks of life go there and sit down.
You know, at the end of the month, the pockets were a bit empty, but you still wanted to go with your girlfriend. You would go to an Irani place and you would hope that she was not the type who wanted to be impressed, that she was as casual and as comfortable as you were.
What was amazing was that there were places you could go in, everybody was treated alike.
And my dad used to bring me when I was a kid.
Oh, that old man in specs? Yeah, he's my daily customer. Daily he comes. His lunch is here only. He comes all the way from Dhobi Talao.
And if you know, the counter is always manned by the proprietor, who is the main head. You know, who's the oldest. So he controls the money, he controls the switches at the back. You know the switches? The fancy big ball at the back. And he'll control these fans. If somebody's sitting underneath that fan, he'll put it on. If they're not, he'll put it off.
From inside Excelsior, from the shop, I got this orange or vanilla stick.
Chuski.
So I was having that and I went to the opposite Irani shop to have, say, phone. I said, "Nahi." See, the public call board, "Nahi." I said, "Bhai, ice cream tana leo, phone nahi aati karo."
The food for itself, I think, has an identity of its own.
Oh, bun maska. They're prune maska, you know. It's called prune maska. That's the hard bread. Maska is, like butter. And
The watermelon juice is very nice. Otherwise, the chicken crust patty, it's a must-have there.
the loveliest boulangerie there. It's French bread. They make fresh bread, and you can see the bread being made inside, you know.
We had berry pilaf, chicken, sali roti, and Bombay duck.
And the caramel custard is the standard fixed menu that I follow.
And we had all the desserts on the menu.
One faluda.
6 fresh lime soda sweet to beat the Mumbai hit. Fresh lime sweet to beat the hit.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah. Done, huh?
Every time it's different.
Berry palau, mutton, this, mutton, that. All mutton.
Berry palau.
Number 1 on the left. Yeah, that is rice and chicken. Good one. Special biryani it is.
Just staying true to one of the greatest landmarks of gourmet food in Bombay.
It was in 1923 when he called Japanese carpenters, and everything was made on a very posh style. But during World War II, the British military requisitioned our premises because they wanted a place for some work, for their own office work, with an understanding that after the war, they will hand over back the premises to us. But when we got the premises back after the war, then all those posh furnitures and everything, they were destroyed. So I made it simple like this as it is today.
No, it is as is, where is condition. Nothing has been changed. It is the same story. And I like it. I love it, yes.